Welcome to the West Milford Time Machine. Today we're going to take you back to the October 19th, 1990 edition of the Highlander News.
Good evening. I'm Curtis Schneid along with Joe Manning on news and Anthony Gonzalez on sports, and this is the Highlander News. West Milford High School will be celebrating homecoming on Friday, October 26th and Saturday, October 27th. The homecoming dance will be next Friday, at which homecoming courts will be crowned. They will be honored at the game on Saturday. Voting for the court will be on during this week in the lunch periods, so please remember to vote. Good luck to the candidates who are as follows. Seniors, Jeff Demarest, Matt Lucarelli, Jason Opat, Micah Raventos, Brad Simpson, Warren Smith, Danielle Blackwell, Julie Gassman, Jackie Mazza, Meg McSorley, Becky Ross, Bridget Sweeney. For the juniors, there's Mark Carpenter, Satish DeCastro, Roy DeFranco, Adam Phillips, Doug Toll, Danielle Dunn, Renee Malowit, Jen Mado, Jen May, Renee Schink. Sophomore candidates are as follows: Todd Carbone, Dave Chingtala, Chris Hudak, Craig Krachevig, John Roach, John Seary. Lisa Banya, Nicole DeMarco, Holly Donnell, Lara Edelstein, Tara Lamada, Susan Lee. Freshmen: Mike Patterson, Mark Gregory, Scott Pullman, Dave Henry, Dan Novak, Heather Carline, Kieran Stellingworth, Julie Osteich, and Meredith Caldwell. Through the end of the month, a number of colleges will be visiting the West Milford Township High School to meet with students interested in higher education. Many schools around the United States will be visiting. Any student wishing to attend a conference must sign up at least one day in advance in the guidance suite. Parents are also invited to attend. For more detailed information, please consult Mr. Brooks in the guidance suite. Attention seniors who will be college-bound in the fall. Wouldn't it be great to get all or part of your schooling paid for? The high school guidance office has information forms for a vast number of scholarships. Many are for schools in our area. Many schools cost considerably much, but some are for extremely big bucks. All scholarship information is posted in the guidance suite. If you need help or additional information, please see Mr. Andrews. The time to act is now. Someone will get the money. Why not you? Principal Dr. Link has announced that the 28th Annual Career Day at the high school will be held again this year on Tuesday, October 30th. Co-sponsored with the Rotary Groups of West Milford, the program will feature representations by consultants in over 60 career areas. The entire student body will be scheduled for 3 40-minute sessions where students attend conferences of their choice. It is mandatory that students attend Career Day to comply with graduation requirements established by the state of New Jersey. Some of the Career Day topics will be as follows: armed forces, broadcasting, firefighting, carpentry, law enforcement, nursing, and much, much more. Sessions have been chosen in English classes. Starting Monday, October 22nd, the high school will be celebrating Spirit Week. In honor of homecoming, the students will get dressed up according to the days of theme. The schedule for the week is as follows: Monday is College Day, Tuesday, College Concert Day, Wednesday, Just Wear Red Day, Thursday, Country Bumpkin, Friday, Black and Gold Day. The homerooms that have the most percentage dressing will receive a free breakfast, so remember, dress up on Monday. And now to Joe Manning.
Attention 1991 graduates. Get ready for your getaway weekend to Virginia Beach on April 25th through the 28th. West Milford High School seniors will be spending 4 fun-filled days in historical Williamsburg and soaking up the sun on Virginia Beach. The tour is sponsored by Unlimited Tours. They have set up special features for the seniors, such as a tour through Williamsburg, a moonlight cruise, and a trip to Busch Gardens. The cost of the trip will be $359 per person. The price includes all food, lodging at the Virginia Beach Resort, and transportation on the new deluxe motor coach bus featuring 6 totally equipped video projection systems. Not only will the seniors be traveling in style, they will also be spending their nights in the most extravagant hotel on Virginia Beach, located where the Chesapeake Bay meets the Atlantic Ocean. The suites with occupancy for 4 include kitchen, living room, dining area, and fully equipped bedroom and bath. Payment for the trip is broken down into 4 installments of $59 or 3 payments of $100. For any further information, contact Mr. DeMarco or a student council officer. The senior class is selling cheese and candy for Christmas to reduce the price of their senior trip and prom bids. The cheese is from Lumber City and features different types, and the candy is from Nestle and offers chocolate snowmen or Santas. The due date for the order forms is November 12th. No late order forms will be accepted. The delivery date will be December 17th. Anyone who is interested in purchasing either cheese or candy, please contact any senior. On Wednesday, October 16th, representatives from the Army, National Guard, and Marines held Armed Forces Day at the high school. They brought a Jeep with a tow missile system and an ITV improved tow vehicle along with a highly mobile wheeled vehicle. They also displayed types of guns and the typical pack that each soldier carries. They demonstrated a chemical suit which is used in Saudi Arabia and answered all questions that the students had about the presentation and the armed forces in general. And now to an interview with one of the armed forces officers.
I graduated here in 1975, and from there I joined the Marine Corps.
Can you tell me how you got started?
Okay, I got started right here in the school. I graduated here in 1975, and from there I joined the Marine Corps just really to travel away from West Milford.
Okay, what is it like in here?
Okay, it's a variety of duty that I've served, and I started out as an infantryman, worked my way up to a communications electronics technician. Basically, I fix broken radios now. And I've traveled to Europe, I've traveled to Asia, in several, different states in the United States, going to different schools. For one, I jump out of airplanes. I come out of, I'm a scuba diver, trained by the Navy. I'm also, like I said, the teletype technician, and that was a 1.5-year school right there on electronics. So it's a good background. I enjoy the movement around. I've met a lot of people throughout the world, and it's quite different. When you come back to the States, you really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm with
3 students of Mrs. Auerbach's creative writing classes, Kate Fowler, Tracy Casbaro, and Dan Jensen, are in the process of trying to start a new club, Saga, Students Against Global Abuse, within the school. They want to meet with students after school once a week to discuss social problems in the world and the country. They want to prove that a group of students can make a difference, along with the help of Greenpeace, Amnesty International, Farm Aid, and Comic Relief. The club is now undergoing the approval of Mr. McCormick, Dr. Link, and the Board of Education. Freshman elections were held on October 12th. The candidates made speeches to their class on the 11th in the auditorium during 8th period. The voting took place the next day in the cafeteria during all lunch periods. There were only 4 categories in this election. They were President, Vice President, Secretary, and Treasurer. Running for President was Mark Gregory, Amy Raup, and Lori Donnelly. For Vice President, Beth Shunke, Kathy Murray, and Arthur Jakes. For Secretary, the candidates were Megan Rich and Karen Stellingworth, and for Treasurer, Heather Caroline, Laura Siri, and Brian Olnick. The winners were announced at the end of 8th period that Friday. The winners were, for President, Lori Donnelly, Vice President, Beth Shunke, for Secretary, Karen Stellingworth, and for Treasurer, Heather Caroline. Congratulations to all the winners and good luck this year. The publications classes will be producing Stuff, the West Milford High School literary magazine. This year, the editors are accepting poetry, prose, short stories, photography, and artwork. The editors are urging students and teachers to submit their original works. Selected stories will be illustrated by Mr. Tully's art classes. In the past, creative writing classes have submitted the majority of the work. This year, the editors hope the general population of the school will participate enthusiastically. The editors are thinking of getting the books professionally published and bound. A price, if any, will be announced in the near future. The deadline for the winter edition is November the 1st, and if you missed it, your original works can be published in the spring edition. All writings may either be given to any English teacher or to Mr. Porcello in the publications room. DECA will be holding its third annual 6th grade Halloween dance on Saturday, October 27th from 7:30 to 9 o'clock at the Hillcrest Community Center. The theme of this year's dance is 6th grade Monster Masquerade, and all the 6th graders in the township are welcome to attend. The charge for admission is $3 per person, and refreshments will be sold 50 cents for everything. There will be a DJ, and prizes will be given out at the door for the best costumes. So be there and have a frightfully good time. Don't forget to wear a costume. Kurt?
The West Milford High School Environmental Club is holding a protest rally against McDonald's use of polystyrene food packaging. The student activists will be traveling to Wyckoff on October 30th to restate the facts opposing the use of McDonald's food packaging. These environmentalists held a similar rally last year. However, the representatives from McDonald's refused to confront the students because of their ignorance pertaining to the subject. 7 schools in the Wyckoff area will also attend. Film crews from Channel 9 will cover the story. McDonald's has begun a recycling effort. When asked about this effort, Tanya Vogt, president of the West Milford High School Environmental Club, stated that, "I think it's a step in the right direction. However, it's definitely not enough to make a real difference. If McDonald's wants to make a real difference, they should switch to an alternative packaging altogether." The message that the students will be sending is simply, get rid of harmful foam packaging. The Environmental Club is selling canvas ShopRite bags in order to reduce the use of paper products. These wonderful bags cost $2 and can be purchased at the high school or at ShopRite, so please help support these kids. Also, ShopRite has started a program where school can exchange register receipts for computers, software, and hardware. All schools in the district are collecting receipts for the equipment. Last year, over $3 million worth of receipts, giving the district over $5,000 worth of equipment, was collected. All parents are encouraged to send their receipts in with their child or drop them off themselves. High school students should bring them to the athletic director's office or give them to their homeroom teacher. A weekly prize will be awarded to students picked at random. And now, to the question of the week.
Hi, this is Brian Clegg with the question of the week. And this week's question: you couch potatoes out there with the midnight munchies? All right, here's the deal. We wanted a question this week that everyone would really enjoy and get into. So we thought really hard about it, and we came up with the perfect question. If you watch TV, you recognize this one right away. Kurt, why don't you help us out a little bit? Tell us the question of the week.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
We're here with senior Tim Griffin, a basketball superstar here at the high school. And Tim, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
I would actually give up my basketball for a Klondike bar.
You would actually give it up?
I actually would.
Can't believe it. There you go, Tim Griffin. We're here with Ryan Gemeinhart. Ryan, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Well, Brian Clegg, I would act like Bart Simpson for a Klondike bar. That's enough.
Really? Oh, let's see you act like Bart Simpson.
No, I don't want to act like Bart Simpson.
You have to.
You got a Klondike bar?
Nope.
Well, forget it.
Okay, we're here with Mark Carpenter. Mark, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
I'd run like Walter Payton all the way to Fenners.
All the way to Fenners? You thought I'd be cutting class, though.
I'm gone.
Where you going?
Hey, I'm going to Fenners.
Mike, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
How about it?
Would you? Would you do that right now here? Let's see you go. Here, Chris Amato. And Chris, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Absolutely nothing. I hate those things. They're disgusting. I mean, plus, it's winter out. It's cold.
Freshman John Lumbach. And John, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
I'd roll down the hall here, and then I'd do a bacon.
Would you do it for us right now?
Yes.
All right, let's see it. Hi, and we're here with Mr. Mayer, a chemistry teacher at the high school. And Mr. Mayer, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
I would say, yo, yo, rock the house. What is a Klondike bar anyway?
Thanks a lot. Hi, and we're here with sophomore Keith Lumbach. Keith, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
I walk into my classroom, With no shirt, no shoes.
Would you do that for us right now?
Yeah. All right, pause a second there. Nah, I'll just do it without no shirt.
Hi, and we're here with sophomore Meredith Newman. Meredith, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
I would become a monkey. Bark like a dog.
Would you do it for us right now?
Ruff, ruff.
I would cackle like a chicken for a Klondike bar.
Could you do it for us right now?
Okay.
All right, let's see. Hi, and we're here with Steve.
Highlander sports has begun a productive season. Struggling through key injuries, the varsity football team recorded a big victory over Westside without starters Micah Raventos, Jeff Demarest, Dave Mojica, and John Storms. The Highlanders beat Westside by a score of 31-0, improving their season record to 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie. The Highlanders lost Raventos and Demarest 2 weeks ago while playing against Clifford Scott, and Mojica and Storms while playing a tough 7-7 tie to Caldwell. Scoring for West Milford were Mark Liptak and Sean Baronick, both 2 touchdowns each. The next game for the Highlanders is Sunday afternoon against Essex Catholic away at Upsala College Field. For directions or further information, call the athletic department. This past Monday, the JV football team played Westside away and recorded a victory. In the opening offensive series for Westside, the Westside quarterback threw an interception to Satish DeCastro, and West Milford drove the ball within Westside's 5-yard line. Then, John Seary ran a quarterback sneak for the touchdown, and Mark Carpenter failed to score the 2-point conversion. The score was 6-0. In the second quarter, John Seary threw a 25-yard pass to Ryan Gemeinhart, and Eric Zachman scored the 2-point conversion. At the end of the half, the score was 14-0. The second half opened with a 6-point scoring drive for Westside, and the fourth quarter closed with both teams holding firm ground. The game ended with the final score 14-6 in favor of West Milford. West Milford's season record is 2-0-1. The JV football team's next game is Monday, October 29th, away at Passaic Valley. The varsity field hockey team had their first round at the county tournament last Friday, October 12th, at home against Passaic Valley. At halftime, West Milford was losing 1-0. However, by the second half, Kelly Blackman scored on a penalty stroke to tie the score. This led to overtime. In overtime, it is 6 players and a goalie against 11 players. It can last up to 10 minutes, and it is sudden death. This means whoever scores first wins. Unfortunately, Passaic Valley scored first and won. The girls played a great game, taking into consideration that it was one of the toughest teams, and the game was played in rain. The varsity soccer team won a 5-0 victory over Pompton Lakes on Saturday, October 13th. This game was the first game in the county tournament. The players who scored for West Milford were Ben Trevilla, Scott Wood, Chris Millward, Gene Ferrari, and Brian Pylock. The defense played a great game, and the goalie, Warren Smith, recorded 15 saves. West Milford's overall record is 7 wins and 3 losses. West Milford's next game will be held on Saturday, October 20th, against the winner of the game between Wayne Hills and Eastern Christian, which will be at 10 o'clock at home. The girls' varsity soccer team lost to Sparta. Kirsten Peterson led the Highlanders, scoring 3 goals, while Amanda Earl had 2 assists. The scoring alternated between the 2 teams. First Sparta would score, then West Milford followed that up with another score. The combined effort of the team was outstanding. Overall, the defense held strong with good efforts by Dawn Meyer, Nikki Sheriff, and Stephanie Kolinsky, while Shannon Kaminsky added pressure to the scoring. West Milford standings are 7 wins, 5 losses, and 1 tie. West Milford has recently advanced into the semifinals of the county championships. The team remains in first place in their conference. The West Milford boys cross-country team recently finished its dual meet season with a superb 14-3 record. They ended up second in the conference and set a new school record in games won. The top runner for the Highlanders this year was sophomore Adam Mason, who recorded the second fastest time of the year in the conference with a time of 18:27. Sophomore Bill Morrison is also running very well this season. His best time so far is 19:01 and is one of the top 5 in the conference. Senior co-captain Brian Clegg has had an outstanding season so far. His time of 19:18 is the 8th top time in the conference. Sophomore Eric Kleiber's time of 1951 has placed him in contention of being one of the top 15 runners in the conference. Senior co-captain Gary LaSala, who's been slowed down due to injuries, still has a good chance of doing well at the conference championship meet. Also among the top runners are Jason Brink, John Roach, and Tim Stupinski. The Highlanders' next meet is today at 3 o'clock at Del Barton High School. It is the Northern Hills Conference Championship meet, and according to Coach Dondero, the team has a very good chance of winning the meet. The toughest team the Highlanders will face will be Wayne Valley, who took first in the dual meets. Individual honors will be given, which is the all-conference selections. The top 7 finishers in the varsity race will get first-team all-conference, and the next 7 will receive second-team honors. Dondero feels that Mason, Morrison, and Clegg have a very good chance to make first team. Second-team contenders are LaSala, Kleiber, and Brink. We wish the Highlanders the best of luck in their race today. The West Milford girls cross-country team is also having an outstanding season. They finished their dual meet season with a respectable record of 9-1 and a second-place finish in the conference. Their senior captain, Michelle Muller, has had a great season with her consistent running ability, giving her the number 2 ranking in the conference. Her top time of 2015 should easily get her first team all-conference, and she also has a very good chance of being the number 1 runner in the conference. Freshman sensation Dina Gastrock has made a surprising impact on the Highlander team. Her best time of 21:30 has given her the number 2 spot on the team, and she also has a very good chance to make first team all-conference. Junior Sharon May has run well all season, and with a good performance in today's meet, she may get first team as well. Other top runners on the Highlander team should do well today are Julie Schuff, Kristen O'Malley, Amy Litwinowitz, and Karen Gatormson. Coach Thorson feels that this is going to be the best chance for the team to beat Wayne Valley, who won the conference in dual meets. She said that all the girls running will have to give their all in order to win against Wayne Valley. The girls will also be competing in the conference meet today, along with the boys team, and it will be also held at Del Barton. We wish the girls the best of luck against Wayne Valley and the rest of the conference. Last Friday at 7 o'clock, the girls' gymnastics team defeated Pompton Lakes. This is the first time West Milford defeated Pompton Lakes in 10 years, which is the whole history of West Milford gymnastics. The score is 91.45 to 86.3. Laura Simpson took second place all around against Kim Baccaro, who is the defending county and state sectional champion. Laura set a new school record on vault with a 9.1. Third place was taken by Jill Raytheon. Also scoring for the Highlanders were as follows: Kim Nutaz, who scored an 8.1 on bars, Jill Raytheon with a 7.45 for third place, and Jen Mado received 5.27. On beam, Michelle Jennison scored along with Monica Erico, who scored her highest ever with a 7.1 on floor. Laura Simpson had a 9.1, which is 0.05 away from the school record. It was a solid team effort and much support from the team. The gym was extremely hot with about 150 spectators. The next meet will be held on Friday. It's the conference championship at 4 o'clock at home against Pequannock. The girls' varsity tennis team defeated Vernon 3-2. Junior Megan Kenny won first singles, 2-6, 6-1, 7-5. The second singles were lost 2-6, 6-1, 4-6 by Jeannie Montana. Jen Vaccarino also lost the third singles, 1-6, 2-6. Sandy Stead and Megan McSorley won doubles, 6-4, 6-1, and second doubles were won by Julie Gassman and Kristen Caffrey, 6-1, 6-3. The girls' next match will be played at home against Vernon. The girls' JV field hockey is not doing the best that they could this season, with a record of 2, 3, and 3. They're trying their hardest to improve for the last games of the season. The team is fairly young, with mostly freshmen and sophomore, so there is room for improvement. The key players are sophomore Bonnie Osteich, sophomore Lauren Reisner, freshman Jamie Suskowitz, and freshman Ann Post. Sophomore Dawn O'Malley and junior Danielle Morris also have played well. Freshman Stacey O'Brien is a very aggressive goalie for West Milford, and she'll try to help West Milford in the last couple games. The next game is Thursday, October 18th against Butler away. Kurt?
Student Council is sponsoring the first annual Jello wrestling match. This fruit-flavored event is being held to raise desperately needed money for the Mike Morley Foundation. Mike Morley is a child of West Milford who is in need of a bone marrow transplant. A special service is needed to find a matching donor. This service is costly but necessary to keep this special child alive. Jello wrestling is an inexpensive, fun, and easy way to raise money. Participating in the activities will be students and faculty members of West Milford High School. The cost of the activity is $35 and is being run by the RTA company. RTA will take care of the setup and cleanup of the West Milford High School gymnasium. Cost of tickets will be $4 for students, $6 for adults, and $10 at the door. A date for the event has not yet been set. However, they are planning for a weekend in November or a weekday in January. Tickets can be purchased prior to the event at West Milford High School. Tuft, Teen 'em Up for Teams, will be holding a tailgate party in the senior parking lot on Saturday, October 27th. The tailgate party will precede the Highlanders' homecoming game against Passaic Valley. The price of admission is $5 in advance, or $5 at the gate, or $3 in advance. At the party, there will be hamburgers, hot dogs, and soda, all you can eat. Also, Tuft will hold 5 drawings for door prizes. All profits will benefit Tuft, whose goal is to keep kids together, away from drugs and alcohol. Specifically, funds will be used to help project graduation for this year's seniors. Please come out and sponsor Tuft and have a good time. Thank you. This has been the West Milford Highlander News Show with Joe Manning on news, Tony Gonzalez on sports, and I'm Kurt Schneid. Please stay tuned for the West Milford High School band competition in Pompton Lakes. Thank you. Have a good evening.